If you've ever looked at question 4 on language paper 1 and thought to yourself, I don't know where to start, well, this is the in-depth video for you. Trust me, it's not because you don't understand the text, it's because you've not been taught the correct structure. As a Year 11 teacher with over 10 years experience, I have formulated the perfect structure that helps students to focus, answer the question, and get the marks that they deserve. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact structure that I use in my classroom, the exact structure that I use when I tutor students privately, and the exact structure that will help you get above a grade 5. Trust me, you need to know the structure. Let's get started. Let me show you what most students are doing incorrect. Pay attention, because this could be what you're doing. This is the kind of statement that you'll get in the exam, and it's very important that you read the statement properly and identify the two parts of the statement, because trust me, there are two parts that you need to address. Once you've understood the two parts of the statement, what you want to then do is go back and reread the part of the extract that you've been allocated to and find quotes to support your opinion. Now, sometimes you may agree with the entire part of the statement, or you may agree with the first part and disagree with the second part. You may partially agree, you may partially disagree. It doesn't really matter your opinion. What matters is your ability to support that opinion with relevant quotes. And that is the part that matters. Finding the quotes that support whether you agree, you disagree, you partially agree. Find the quotes. Trust me. So choosing your quotes are very important because those are the quotes and the keywords that you are going to use to prove and support your opinion. Ideally, in one quote, you want to be able to pick out two keywords that you can really pull apart. So for example, I chose the word thick because it suggests it's an adjective, it means heavy and oppressive, and also suffocating as a verb because it suggests that there's no escape and there is immense pressure. This supports the first part of my statement as it being overwhelming. Okay? So you want to make sure that your quotes support your opinion. Okay? So once you've picked your quote, the next step is actually being able to write about it. So I'm going to show you what not to do, and then I'm going to show you how to correct it. These are mistakes that I see in my classroom time and time again. And it's not that students don't understand how to analyze a quote. It's just that they're not doing it in enough detail to get them the top marks. Now, this might look okay at first, and yes, it does answer the question, but this is exactly where students begin to lose marks because there is not a clear structure. If you look at it again, there is no clear opinion at the start. It's just explaining, it's not judging, and this question asks for you to evaluate and judge your opinion, okay? It's basic analysis that yes says it's creepy and yes it says it's uncomfortable, but it's just basic analysis. It doesn't talk about the effectiveness of it and how it actually makes the reader go a bit deeper into their feelings. So the analysis is too basic, and when it says it makes the reader imagine the scene, that's not enough detail, and that is where you're throwing marks away. Now, I'm going to show you what you should be writing, making sure it has a clear opinion, good use of quotes, good analysis that clearly supports your opinion and evaluates the effectiveness of that opinion. Do you see the difference? Same idea, same quotes, but now there's a clear argument. There's precise analysis and a constant judgment all the way through. There is clear opinion from the start. It zooms in on the word suffocating and the effects of the word suffocating, what it makes us imagine as readers. It uses analytical verbs such as suggests, conveys, reinforces, and it explains why it's effective and how it supports your overall opinion. So it builds an argument that proves your point, and that is precisely what you want. So it's not just about saying more. It's about saying it better. That first example I gave was a good example. However, it was limited in its analysis and it didn't really support why I agreed with the statement. So, the next time you go to answer question 4 on paper 1, remember the first key thing, read the statement properly. There are 2 parts to the statement. Then you need to make sure that you find relevant quotes with juicy quotes, juicy words that you can zoom in on, and then just say a lot about the quote, okay? Say it better, use your analytical verbs, zoom in on keywords, and I promise you, if you follow these steps, your grade is going to improve. Drop a comment below if this helped, and if it didn't, tell me why it didn't help or what you would improve. Bye.